Stop wasting your time. Is she really into you? Guys, let's be honest. You're throwing away precious time chasing after women who just aren't interested. You tell yourself, if I try harder, wait longer, prove myself, she'll eventually change her mind. That's a lie. A woman who genuinely wants you won't make you guess. You won't have to chase endlessly or feel like you're stuck in a constant uphill battle. She'll show it through her actions, not just empty words. The problem is, many men ignore the obvious signs. They either don't see them, or they refuse to accept the truth. A man who knows his value doesn't beg for attention. He doesn't hang around where he's not wanted. He recognizes when a woman is wasting his time and walks away. No hesitation. If you keep chasing someone who isn't interested, you're not being persistent. You're being blind. You're cheapening yourself, letting her control your worth, instead of owning it yourself. This video is about to expose the signs that a woman is not interested, so you can stop wasting time and move on. Recognizing these signs early will save you from emotional frustration, wasted effort, and unnecessary rejection. More importantly, it'll shift your mindset from chasing validation to commanding respect. The modern dating scene is brutal for guys who don't understand how women operate. If you want success, you need a keen sense of when to engage and when to walk away. You'll learn to recognize the signals that show when a woman sees you as an option, not a priority, and understand why staying in that situation makes you look weak. Before we jump in, many of you have asked for this, and it's finally here. I've created a community where I teach men exactly how to build strong, successful relationships with women. These courses break everything down, step by step, giving you the tools to attract, keep, and lead in your relationships with confidence. No fluff, just solid advice that works. And here's the deal. The first 20 people to join get a special discount. Don't wait. Click the link in the description and secure your spot now. If you know a guy who needs this, share it with him. Okay, let's get to it. 1. She takes forever to respond, or doesn't respond at all. A woman who's interested in you won't leave you hanging. If she genuinely likes you, she'll be excited to talk to you, and her responses will be timely, engaging, and consistent. But when a woman isn't interested, her communication will be slow, dry, or non-existent. She might take hours, even days, to reply. And when she does, it's usually with one-word answers, emojis, or generic responses that keep the conversation barely alive. A lot of men make excuses, telling themselves she's busy, distracted, or just bad at texting. That's nonsense. In today's world, everyone is glued to their phone. If she wanted to talk to you, she would. A woman who's into you will prioritize you, no matter how hectic her schedule is. She'll find time, even if it's just a quick message to check in. When she's not interested, she won't make that effort. She'll let messages sit unread or claim she forgot to reply. If you reach out, she might ignore it altogether or take so long to answer that the conversation dies. This isn't accidental. She's not too busy. She just doesn't care enough to respond. Some women will breadcrumb you, giving just enough attention to keep you around as an option. They'll reply after long delays, throw in a half-hearted compliment, or occasionally send a message just to ensure you don't completely disappear. This isn't interest, it's manipulation. She's keeping you on standby while she focuses on men she actually desires. A man who respects himself doesn't tolerate this. If she's taking hours or days to answer you consistently, stop chasing her. Stop double texting. Stop waiting for her to care. The moment you see this behavior, shift your attention elsewhere. Women can sense when a man values himself, and nothing makes you look weaker than tolerating a woman who treats you like an afterthought. If you're always the one initiating the conversation, and she only responds out of politeness or obligation, she's not interested. If you stopped messaging her, and she never reached out again, she was never into you in the first place. A man who understands his worth doesn't waste time on a woman who isn't showing effort. You are not a fan, waiting for her attention. You are a man with options. The longer you invest in someone who doesn't value you, the less time you have for women who actually will. If you recognize this sign, walk away immediately. Don't justify it. Don't wait for it to change. Cut your losses and move on. A woman who wants you will never make you feel like an afterthought. 2. She never initiates contact. A woman who truly likes you will want to talk to you. She won't just respond. She'll reach out first. She'll send the good morning text, check in throughout the day, or hit you up randomly just because she's thinking about you. If she never initiates, it's because she doesn't care enough to. A lot of men fool themselves into thinking, maybe she's just shy, or maybe she's waiting for me to lead. That's not the case. A woman who's interested will find a way to let you know, even if she's subtle about it. She'll like your posts, send a meme, or ask about something you talked about before. Women aren't passive when they truly desire a man. If she wants you, she'll show it. If you're always the one texting first, calling first, and making plans, you're dealing with a woman who doesn't care. She might respond because she enjoys the attention, but that's not the same as genuine interest. There's a difference between a woman being polite and a woman being invested. If she never reaches out first, she's not invested. Some women keep men around for ego boosts. They like the validation, but don't actually want to pursue anything real. They'll respond just enough to keep you engaged, but never take any real initiative. If you disappeared, they wouldn't chase you. They'd just move on to the next guy giving them attention. A lot of men get stuck chasing women who don't reciprocate. They think if they just keep showing interest, eventually she'll warm up to them. That's weak thinking. Women are emotional creatures. If they feel something for you, they won't suppress it. They'll want to be around you, hear from you, and connect with you. If she's not doing that, it means she doesn't feel anything significant for you. Men who respect themselves don't tolerate one-sided effort. If she never initiates, stop reaching out. Don't double text. Don't remind her you exist. Don't keep feeding a dead conversation. If she's interested, she'll notice your absence and do something about it. If she's not, you'll have your answer. And that's exactly when you need to walk away. If a woman never makes an effort to see you, talk to you, or maintain the connection, she's not worth your time. The women who genuinely desire you will show it. They won't make you feel like you're doing all the work. The moment you recognize this sign, pull back completely. Don't try to test her by going silent just to see if she reacts. Just walk away. A woman who wants you won't need tests. She'll already be showing you she cares. 3. She's a woman who is genuinely interested in you will make time to see you, no matter how packed her schedule is. She'll carve out space for you, even if it means adjusting plans or sacrificing a little sleep. When a woman keeps telling you she's too busy, it means she doesn't see you as a priority. Some men believe if they just wait patiently, she'll eventually be free. That's a weak mindset. A woman who wants to be around you will make it happen. She won't leave you on standby, waiting for the day she finally decides you're worth her time. If she's always making excuses, claiming she has work, school, family obligations, or just needs to focus on herself, what she's really saying is you're not important enough to fit into her life. Even worse, some women use the busy excuse as a soft rejection. Instead of telling you directly that they're not interested, they keep you around with vague promises. They say things like, maybe next week, or let's see how my schedule looks. But when that time comes, they have another excuse ready. If she wanted to see you, she'd set a date and stick to it. A woman who is interested will suggest alternatives when she's legitimately busy. If she can't make a date, she'll say, I can't this weekend, but I'm free Tuesday. She won't leave it open-ended. If she never offers a reschedule, it's because she doesn't care whether she sees you or not. Some men make the mistake of chasing harder when a woman acts unavailable. They believe if they stay persistent, she'll eventually say yes. That's a losing strategy. A high-value man does not beg for a woman's time. He recognizes when a woman isn't putting in effort and moves on. Women respect men who walk away from situations where they're not valued. If she sees you're willing to drop everything for her, she knows she can string you along without consequences. But when you stop entertaining her excuses and remove yourself from the equation, she loses that power. The strongest move you can make is to stop reaching out. If she suddenly finds time for you once you pull back, that tells you everything. You were never her priority, just an option she kept in her back pocket. A woman who's truly into you will want to be in your presence. She won't feed you excuses or keep you guessing. If you notice she's always busy but somehow has time for other things like going out with friends, posting on social media, or dating other men, it's time to walk away. A man who respects himself does not wait around for a woman to find time. Either she prioritizes you, or she doesn't. If she doesn't, let another man waste his time chasing her. You've got better things to do. 4. She keeps you around, but doesn't move things forward. A A woman who is genuinely interested in you will want the connection to progress. She'll be eager to see you, spend time together, and deepen the relationship. If she's keeping you around, but nothing is moving forward, she's not serious about you. Some women enjoy male attention, but don't actually want to be with the man giving it to them. They'll flirt just enough to keep you invested, respond just enough to hold your interest, and give you just enough hope that you think things might eventually change, but they never take the next step. You'll notice that she's fine with texting, but never wants to meet. She enjoys the compliments, but avoids any real emotional connection. She likes talking to you when it's convenient for her, but never puts an effort to build something real. That's because you're not her priority. You're her backup plan. Men who don't understand this waste months, even years, waiting for a woman who will never fully commit to them. They believe if they just stay patient, if they just show her how great they are, she'll eventually come around. That's weak thinking. If a woman truly wanted you, she wouldn't hesitate. Another sign is when she acts interested only when she feels you pulling away. If she senses that you're losing interest, she might suddenly become more affectionate, initiate conversations, or even suggest meeting up. But as soon as you start investing again, she pulls back. This isn't genuine interest, it's control. She wants to keep you available, but she doesn't actually want you. A high-value man does not tolerate this. If a woman is stalling, keeping things stagnant, or refusing to take things to the next level, he doesn't sit around waiting. He moves on. He doesn't waste time trying to convince a woman to choose him, because he knows women don't need convincing when they truly want a man. Some men fall into the trap of thinking they need to play it cool or wait it out, but real men don't wait. They take action. If a woman isn't moving things forward, you don't need to ask her why. You don't need to wait for a signal. You simply remove yourself from the situation. If she truly wanted you, she wouldn't need months to decide. A woman who wants you will make it obvious. She will escalate things, show enthusiasm, and make real efforts to be in your life. If you don't see that happening, stop making excuses for her, cut her off, and move on. Time is your most valuable asset, and wasting it on a woman who isn't serious about you is the fastest way to lower your worth. A man with options doesn't tolerate being strung along. He leaves without explanation, without hesitation, and without regret. 5. She flirts with other men in front of you. A woman who respects you will never make you feel like you're competing for her attention. If she truly likes you, she won't flirt with other men while you're around. The moment a woman starts openly entertaining other guys in your presence, she's signaling that she doesn't take you seriously. Some men try to rationalize this by saying she's just friendly, or that's just her personality. That's nonsense. Women know exactly what they're doing when they flirt. They know when they're giving another man signals, and they know how it makes you feel. If she truly cared about you, she wouldn't put herself in situations where you feel disrespected. When a woman is interested in you, her attention is on you. She won't be making unnecessary physical contact with other guys, giggling at their jokes while ignoring you, or constantly checking her phone because some other man is texting her. If she's doing that, she's letting you know, whether directly or indirectly, that she doesn't see you as the man she respects. Even worse, some women deliberately do this to test your reaction. They want to see if they can make you jealous, get you to chase harder, or even make you insecure. Weak men take the bait. They try harder to impress her, overcompensate by being extra nice, or act like they're okay with it. That only makes her lose more respect for you. A high-value man never tolerates disrespect. If a woman flirts with other men in front of him, he doesn't get emotional, he doesn't argue, and he doesn't compete. He simply walks away. The moment you make it clear that you won't tolerate that behavior, she'll either adjust her attitude or expose her true intentions. Some women will act defensive if you bring this up. They'll say you're being insecure, or you don't trust me. That's manipulation. There's a difference between being insecure and recognizing blatant disrespect. A confident man doesn't feel threatened by other men. He simply refuses to be with a woman who plays those games. Pay attention to how she behaves when you're out together. Does she keep eye contact with you? Or is she scanning the room for attention? Does she lean in closer when talking to you? Or is she just as physically engaged with other guys? Does she prioritize your presence? Or does she entertain other men like you're just another option? If she's treating you like an option, she's already made her choice. You're not the man she respects. The best thing you can do in this situation is remove yourself completely. The moment she realizes you're not sticking around to be disrespected, she'll either change her behavior or free you up for a woman who actually values you. A man with self-respect doesn't tolerate games. He doesn't argue. He doesn't beg for respect. And he doesn't chase a woman who makes him feel second place. He just leaves. 6. She only hits you up when she needs something. A woman who is genuinely interested in you wants to talk to you, be around you, and build something real. But if she only reaches out when she needs something, money, favors, emotional support, or just validation, then you're nothing more than a resource to her. Some men fall into the trap of thinking, well, at least she's talking to me. But that's weak thinking. She's not talking to you because she values you. She's talking to you because she can use you. There's a big difference. You'll notice the pattern. She doesn't text you unless she needs a ride, help with something, or a listening ear when she's upset about another man. When you reach out, she takes hours to respond, or, worse, leaves you unread. But the moment she needs something, she's suddenly available. If this is happening, she doesn't see you as a man she desires. She sees you as a provider, a problem solver, or worse, an emotional dumping ground. A woman who truly likes you won't treat you like an ATM or a therapist. She'll want to engage with you in meaningful ways, whether or not she benefits from it. But a woman who's just using you won't make any effort beyond what serves her needs. Even worse, some women do this without ever giving you what you want in return. She'll take your help, accept your gifts, and drain your time. But when it comes to intimacy or a real relationship, she'll say, I'm not ready, or I just see you as a friend. If you keep playing along, she'll keep stringing you along. The biggest mistake men make in this situation is hoping that if they keep providing, she'll eventually see their value. That never happens. The more you allow yourself to be used, the less she respects you. Women don't fall for men who cater to their every need without requiring anything in return. They fall for men who set boundaries and walk away when they're being undervalued. A high-value man recognizes when he's being taken advantage of. He doesn't wait around hoping she'll wake up one day and realize his worth. He understands that a woman who truly likes him will give as much as she takes. If you find yourself in this position, stop giving. Stop responding every time she calls. Stop being available whenever she needs something. The moment you cut off her supply, you'll see her true intentions. If she disappears, that means she never cared about you. She only cared about what you could do for her. If she suddenly starts chasing, it's because she realizes she's losing a free resource. Either way, you win because now you know exactly where you stand. A man who respects himself doesn't let a woman use him like a tool. He demands respect, effort, and reciprocity. If she can't give that, she's gone. 7. She doesn't show any physical or emotional affection. When a woman is truly interested in you, she won't be able to hide it. She'll want to touch you, be close to you, and make you feel desired. If she's not doing that, she's not into you. Some men ignore this clear sign and convince themselves that she's just shy or she's taking it slow. That's a lie they tell themselves to avoid facing reality. A woman who wants you will naturally show it through body language, small touches, prolonged eye contact, and a desire to be near you. If she's avoiding any form of affection, keeping physical distance, or treating you like just another guy in her social circle, it's because she doesn't see you as a romantic option. This also applies to emotional affection. If she never opens up, shares personal details, or asks about your life in a meaningful way, she doesn't care about building a deeper connection. When a woman likes a man, she wants to know everything about him. What he's passionate about, what his dreams are, how his day went. If you're the one always initiating conversations, while she responds with short, disinterested answers, she's just keeping you around for convenience. A woman's interest is reflected in her energy. If she's engaged, leaning in, laughing at your jokes, and making an effort to connect, she's interested. But if she's constantly distracted, giving you one-word replies, or acting like she's doing you a favor by talking to you, it's time to walk away. Another clear indicator is how she reacts to your touch. If she pulls away, stiffens up, or avoids any physical closeness, that's her body telling you everything you need to know. A woman who is into you will naturally want to be near you, whether it's a playful touch on the arm, a hug that lingers, or simply sitting close to you without hesitation. Some women will keep you around for attention, validation, or entertainment, but will never allow things to go beyond that. They'll enjoy your presence when they have nothing better to do, but won't reciprocate any real intimacy. If she's emotionally or physically unavailable, but still expects your time and effort, she's just using you as a placeholder until someone she truly desires comes along. A high-value man doesn't beg for a woman's affection. He doesn't try to convince her to like him. He recognizes when a woman's energy isn't matching his and moves on without hesitation. The moment you stop entertaining a woman who isn't reciprocating your interest, you free yourself up for someone who will. If a woman isn't showing any signs of physical or emotional attraction, stop wasting your time. You don't need to question it, analyze it, or try to change her mind. Just walk away. A woman who truly wants you will make it obvious. If she's not, that means she doesn't. So, there you have it. A woman who's genuinely interested will make it clear through her actions, not just her words. If she's distant, unresponsive, or keeps you around without real investment, she's not into you. A high-value man doesn't waste time chasing or trying to convince a woman to like him. He recognizes the signs, values himself, and walks away without hesitation. Time is your most valuable asset. Don't spend it on someone who doesn't reciprocate your interest. Focus on women who show genuine desire and effort. If she's not giving you that, cut her off and move on. Respect yourself first. And remember, if you're serious about mastering relationships, my community is open. A lot of men have asked for this, and now it's here. The first 20 to join get a special discount. Link is in the description. Don't miss out. Take action now. Thanks, as always, for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.